नमस्कार मित्र हो. आज आपण फाइंडिंग आउट अँड इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर याचं रूल नंबर 5 त्यावरचं दुसरं एक्झाम्पल घेणार आहोत. हा आपला लेक्चर नंबर 15 आहे. एक्झाम्पल 2 ऑन पेज नंबर 26. सॉल्व 2x cube y minus 3y raised to 4 bracket complete outside the bracket dx plus in bracket 3x cube plus 2x y raised to 3 complete the bracket and outside the bracket dy which is equal to 0. हा आपल्याला दिलेला प्रॉब्लेम आहे. या प्रॉब्लेमला आपण रूल 5 प्रमाणे सोडवणार आहोत, कारण की हा त्या टाईपचा आहे. सोल्युशन. द गिव्हन इक्वेशन इज, जे दिलेलं इक्वेशन आहे ते ॲज युजल लिहून घ्यायचं. आता या पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटमध्ये जर तुम्ही केअरफुली बघितलं तर तुम्हाला y कॉमन काढता येते. म्हणून पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटमधून जर y कॉमन काढलं तर इथे शिल्लक राहते 2x² मायनस 3y क्यूब, जे की इथं y रेस टू 4 होतं. ब्रॅकेटच्या बाहेर y dx प्लस दुसऱ्या ब्रॅकेटकडे जर बघितलं आपण तर आपल्याला x कॉमन काढता येते. म्हणून दुसऱ्या ब्रॅकेटमधून आपण x कॉमन काढू आणि इथं शिल्लक राहते 3x² प्लस 2y क्यूब क्लोज द ब्रॅकेट अँड आउटसाइड द ब्रॅकेट x dy which is equal to 0. It is seen that this equation is of the type rule 5. Hence, expressing the equation as. आता पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटची जर पहिली टर्म आपण बघितली आणि दुसऱ्या ब्रॅकेटची जर पहिली टर्म आपण बघितली तर आपल्याला सहज लक्षात येते की आपण x² कॉमन काढू शकतो. म्हणून पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटच्या पहिल्या टर्म मधून आणि दुसऱ्या ब्रॅकेटच्या पहिल्या टर्म मधून आपण x² कॉमन काढलं. मग शिल्लक काय राहिलं हो? पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटमध्ये राहिलं 2y dx, जे की इथं लिहिलं, प्लस दुसऱ्या ब्रॅकेटमध्ये काय राहिलं 3x dy, जे की इथं लिहिलं, प्लस आता तुम्ही जर पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटची दुसरी टर्म बघितली आणि दुसऱ्या ब्रॅकेटची दुसरी टर्म बघितली तर तुम्हाला y क्यूब कॉमन काढता येते. मग काढा कॉमन y क्यूब प्लस y क्यूब कॉमन काढलं. इथं काय शिल्लक राहते मग इन ब्रॅकेट मायनस 3y dx प्लस 2x dy ब्रॅकेट कंप्लीट विच इज इक्वल टू 0. आता जर इक्वेशन नंबर 2 कडे आपण बघितलं तर तुम्हाला सहज लक्षात येईल की हा इक्वेशन which is of the form x to the power alpha y to the power beta alpha 1 beta 1 alpha 1 beta 1 x to the power alpha 1 y to the power beta 1 in bracket m1 y dx plus n1 x dy. या टर्मला जर आपण इक्वेशन 2 च्या पहिल्या टर्मशी कंपेअर केलं तर इथं x टू द पॉवर अल्फा आहे, इथे x टू द पॉवर 2 आहे. म्हणजेच अल्फा 1 ची किंमत 2 येईल फॉर द फर्स्ट टर्म. y सोबत जर इथं विचार केला तर इथं y ची टर्म नाहीच आहे. मग आपण काय लिहू शकतो? y रेस टू 0 लिहू शकतो. म्हणजे y रेस टू बीटा 1 आणि इथं y रेस टू 0, म्हणजे बीटा 1 ची किंमत काय येईल हो? 0 येईल. त्याच्यानंतर इथं m1 y dx आहे, इथं 2y dx आहे, म्हणजे m1 ची किंमत काय येईल? 2 प्लस n1 x dy इथे आहे आणि 3x dy इथे आहे, म्हणजे n1 ची किंमत काय येईल? 3. अँड हेन्स x टू द पॉवर k m1 minus 1 minus alpha 1 y to the power k n1 minus 1 minus beta 1. मग या x रेस टू m1 ची किंमत ठेवली आपण 2, म्हणजे इथं येईल 2k x टू द पॉवर 2k -1, अल्फा 1 ची किंमत 2 आहे, त्यामुळे -1 -2 -3 येईल. म्हणजे x टू द पॉवर काय येईल 2k - 3. आणि y⁻n1 ची किंमत किती आहे 3 आहे, म्हणून 3k -1. β1 ची किंमत किती आहे 0 आहे, म्हणजे 3k - 1. हे काय होईल हो, हे होईल पहिल्या टर्मचं अन इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर. ओके. आता इक्वेशन दुसऱ्या मधली दुसरी टर्म जर इक्वेशन तिसऱ्या मधल्या तिसऱ्या टर्मशी कंपेअर करायचं ठरवलं तर, अँड फॉर द सेकंड टर्म x टू द पॉवर अल्फा 2, जे की इथं x ची टर्म नाही आहे, म्हणून अल्फा 2 ची किंमत किती येईल 0 येईल. y टू द पॉवर बीटा 2, y टू द पॉवर 3 आहे, म्हणजे बीटा 2 ची किंमत काय येईल 3 येईल. इथं m2y dx आहे, इथं -3y dx आहे, म्हणजे m2 ची किंमत काय येईल -3 प्लस n2x dy, इथं आहे 2x dy, म्हणजे n2 ची व्हॅल्यू काय येईल 2 येईल. अँड हेन्स x टू द पॉवर k1 m2 -1 मायनस अल्फा 2, y टू द पॉवर k1 n2 -1 मायनस बीटा 2, दॅट इज m2 ची व्हॅल्यू -3 -3k1 -1 अल्फा 2 0, म्हणजे x टू द पॉवर -3k1 -1 y⁻k1 n2 किती आहे 2 आहे, म्हणजे y⁻2k1 -1 मायनस बीटा 2 किती आहे 3 आहे, -1 -3 -4 y⁻2k1 -4. हे काय होईल हो, हे दुसऱ्या टर्मचं इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर होईल, इज इट्स इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर. These two factors, powers of x and y, these factors are same if x ला पॉवर पहिल्या फॅक्टर मध्ये 2k - 3 आहे, बरोबर -3k1 -1, म्हणजे x ला पॉवर इथं जे आलं त्याच्यासोबत x ला पॉवर इथं जे आलं या दोघाला इक्वल आयडेंटिकल करायचं. सोबतच y ला पॉवर 3k - 1 आणि इथे y ला पॉवर 2k1 -4, 3k - 1 इज इक्वल टू 2k1 -4. y च्या पॉवर सोबत y च्या पॉवरला कंपेअर करायचं, म्हणजे इक्वल घ्यायचं, आयडेंटिकल घ्यायचं, आणि x च्या पॉवर सोबत x चा पॉवर. अशा तऱ्हेनं आपल्याला हे दोन इक्वेशन मिळाले. आता इथून 2k ची व्हॅल्यू काढली आपण, काय आली हो -3k1, हा -1 आहेच, हा -3 जर दुसऱ्या साईडला गेला तर +3 होईल, त्यामुळे +2 इथं शिल्लक राहील. सो k इज इक्वल टू 2 न जर डिवाइड केलं या इक्वेशनला तर k इज इक्वल टू येईल -3/2k1 +1. आणि इकडे काय येईल 3 न डिवाइड केलं तर k इज इक्वल टू 2/3k1 -1. आता k ची व्हॅल्यू इथे ठेवू आपण. k बरोबर काय काढलं तुम्ही -3/2k1 +1, इथं ती व्हॅल्यू ठेवली -3/2k1 +1 which is equal to 2/3k1 -1. असं का केलं आपण, कारण की आपल्याला k आणि k1 ची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट करायची. k इज इक्वल टू -3/2k1 +1 अँड जी आपण व्हॅल्यू k1 ची ठेवलेली आहे त्याच्यामधून k1 जर कॉमन काढलं लास्ट टर्म मधून तर -3/2 -2/3 आउटसाइड द ब्रॅकेट k1 प्लस हा 2, म्हणजे तिकडे -1 होता तो इकडे आला +2 झाला. हे जशाला तसंच अँड याचं क्रॉस मल्टिप्लिकेशन केलं -9 - 4 डिवायडेड बाय 6 आउटसाइड द ब्रॅकेट k1 + 2 इज इक्वल टू 0. k इज इक्वल टू -3/2k1 +1 अँड -13/6 -9 - 4 -13/6 k1 which is equal to -2. k is equal to -3/2 k1 +1 and k1 is equal to this 6 goes to the another side minus minus plus 12 upon 13. The value of K1 is 12 upon 13. If you substitute this value of K1 in this equation, then what happened? Hence K is equal to minus 3 by 2 into 12 upon 13 plus 1. So these 2 cancel with 12. That means 6 is here remaining. 6 multiply 3 is minus 18 divided by 13. Minus 18 plus 13 divided by 13, which is equal to minus 5 by 13 is the value of K, and K1 is equal to 12 upon 13. After that, substituting the value of K1 and K to the power x to the power जे कॅल्क्युलेट करून आपण काढलेलं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये, आणि हे आपल्याला मिळेल. कसं मिळेल वाटल्यास तुम्हाला मी कॅल्क्युलेट करून दाखवतो. x to the power 2k minus 3 y raised to 3k minus 1 हे एक इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर आलेला आहे फर्स्ट टर्मचं, आणि सेकंड टर्म साठी आलेला आहे x to the power minus 3k1 minus 1 y raised to 2k1 minus 4. आणि आपल्याला k आणि k1 ची व्हॅल्यू मिळालेली आहे. k ची व्हॅल्यू मिळालेली आहे आपल्याला minus 5 by 13 आणि k1 ची व्हॅल्यू मिळालेली आहे आपल्याला 12 by 13. आता या व्हॅल्यू जर सबस्टिट्यूट केलं आपण तर आपल्याला x to the power minus 49 divided by 13 आणि y raised to minus 28 divided by 13 दोन्ही इंटिग्रेटिंग फॅक्टर मध्ये यायला पाहिजे. बघू मग आता x to the power, that is x to the power 2 in bracket k ची व्हॅल्यू minus 5 by 13 minus 3 y raised to 3 12 by 13 minus 1. k ची व्हॅल्यू minus 5 by 13. तर मग कॅल्क्युलेट करा आता. दॅट इज x to the power minus 10 by 13 minus 3 y raised to minus 15 by 13 minus 1. So that is x to the power minus 10 minus 39 divided by 13 and y raised to minus 15 minus 13 divided by 13. So that means what? It means minus 10 minus 39 is minus 49 divided by 13 and minus 15 minus 13 is minus 28 divided by 13. पहिल्या फॅक्टरचं k ची व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट केल्यानंतर आलेला आहे. आता दुसऱ्या फॅक्टर मध्ये बघू. दुसऱ्या फॅक्टर मध्ये जर आपण k1 ची व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट केली तर ते येते का? सो दॅट इज x to the power minus 3 in bracket 12 upon 13 minus 1 y raised to 2 12 upon 13 minus 4 x to the power minus 36 minus 13 divided by 13 y raised to 24 minus 12 multiply to 24 52 13 multiply 4 is 52 divided by 13. So here x to the power minus 49 divided by 13 and y raised to 52 24 minus 52. So x to the y to the power minus 28 divided by 13. 24 minus 52 minus 24 8 2. So minus sign. The integrating factor for both the terms are same. Hence x to the power minus 49 divided by 13 and y raised to minus 28 divided by 13 is the common integrating factor for the both terms. Hence, multiplying the given equation 1 by this factor, we get the exact form. So, x to the power minus 49 divided by 13, y raised to minus 28 divided by 13, in bracket, this is equation number 1. 2x square y minus 3y raised to 4 dx plus in bracket 3x cube plus 2xy cube bracket complete dy, which is equal to 0. So now when we multiply each and every term with this x to the power minus 49 divided by 13, y raised to minus 28 divided by 13. So first term, x to the power minus 49 divided by 13. So y here minus 49 divided by 13 and x to the power 2, so that is plus 2, minus 49 plus 26 divided by 13. So that means what? It means 49 minus 26, 3, 2, minus 23 divided by 13. Minus 23 divided by 13 is the power of x. Similarly, y raised to minus 28 divided by 13, minus 28 divided by 13 into y raised to 1. So that is plus 1. Minus 28 plus 13 divided by 13. So that is minus 15 divided by 13. Y raised to minus 15 divided by 13. In this way, you should find out each and every term of x power as well as y power. So y raised to and x raised to. So that's why, which is equal to, when we do with the help of indices rule, 2x to the power minus 23 by 13, y raised to minus 15 divided by 13, minus 3 x to the power minus 49 divided by 30, because here x is not present, so x raised to minus 49 divided by 13, and y raised to this minus 28 divided by 13 plus 4, calculation is y raised to 24 divided by 13, outside the bracket dx, plus in the same manner here also doing here also. So here 3 x to the power 3, here x to the power minus 49 divided by 13 plus 3, so that means 49 plus 39 divided by 30 means x to the power minus 10 by 13. Y raised to minus 28 divided by 30. Here y raised to minus 28 divided by 30 plus 2 x to the power here 1, here minus 49 divided by 30 plus 1. So minus 49 plus 13 is minus 36 divided by 30. Y raised to minus 28 divided by 13 plus 3. So minus 28 plus 39. So that means what? 11 divided by 13 y raised to, bracket complete, dy, which is equal to 0. Hence, the general solution of which is integral in bracket, the first bracket write down as usual, because we already know that this is the integration of the general solution is g of y plus v. V is the value of m with respect to x, keeping y as a constant, and here plus integral g of y dy. But g of y means those value in n which does not involve x. So here x term is present, here x term is present, so that's why 0, and that is which is equal to constant. So then 2 integration of this x to the power minus 23 divided by 13 plus 1 That means minus 23 plus 13 divided by 13. That means x to the power minus 10 by 13 divided by minus 10 by 13. Y raised to minus 15 by 13 because y is constant. Minus 3 x to the power minus 49 by 13 plus 1. So minus 49 plus 13. It means minus 36 divided by 13 divided by minus 36 divided by 13. And why? As usual, because it is constant, and which is equal to constant, the constant of integration. These two cancel with this 10, so 5 is remaining, and here multiplying 1 divided by 13. So this 13 goes to the next side, and this will be constant. So remaining is what then? Minus 5 only. 2 with this minus 10, minus 1 upon 5 is remaining here, x to the power minus 10 by 30, y raised to minus 15 by 30. Then this minus and this minus is plus. These 3 cancel with this 36. So x to the power minus 36 divided by 13 and divided by 12, y raised to 24 divided by 13, which is equal to, hence minus 12 x to the power minus 10 by 13, y raised to minus 15 by 13 plus 5 x to the power minus 36 divided by 13, y raised to 24 divided by 13, which is equal to constant. Now second term write down first. 5 x to the power minus 36 divided by 13, y raised to 24 divided by 13 minus 12 x to the power minus 10 by 13, y raised to minus 15 by 13, which is equal to constant C say, and which is the required solution. Now example 3. Solve y raised to y square plus 2x square y in one bracket, outside the bracket dx, plus another bracket 2x cube minus xy outside the bracket dy, which is equal to 0. Solution. The given equation is, write down as usual this equation, which is give the number 1. In a first bracket taken out y common, so remaining is y plus 2x square bracket close outside the bracket y dx, plus here taken out x common, 2x square minus y in bracket outside the bracket x dy, which is equal to 0. It is seen that this equation is of type rule 5, and hence expressing the equation as, now second term and third term taken out x square common. So when we taken out x square common, so remaining is here 2y dx and here 2x dy. So x square in bracket 2y dx plus 2x dy, plus first term and fourth term taken out y common plus y taken out common. So in bracket y dx minus x dy, which is equal to 0. This is equation number 2, which is of the form, second equation is nothing but is of the form x to the power alpha 1 y raised to beta 1 in bracket m1 y dx plus n1 x dy plus x to the power alpha 2 y raised to beta 2 in bracket m2 y dx plus n2 x dy, which is equal to 0. Now we compare equation 2 with 3 and find out the values of alpha 1, beta 1, m1, n. Now compare equation 2 with 3. So x to the power here alpha 1, here x to the power 2. So that means what? It means alpha 1 is equal to 2. So for the first term, This for the first term and this is second term. For the first term, alpha 1 is equal to 2 as well as y raised to beta 1. Here the term y is not present, so y raised to 0, beta 1 is 0. m1 is equal to 2, n1 is equal to 2, and hence x to the power km1 minus 1 minus alpha 1 y raised to kn1 minus 1 minus beta 1, that is x to the power, what is the value of m1? m1 is 2, m1 is 2, x to the power 2k minus 1, alpha 1 is 2, so minus 1 minus 2, x raised to 2k minus 3. So y raised to n1 means 2, y raised to 2k minus 1 and beta 1 means 0. So y raised to 2k minus 1. This is the integrating factor for first term, is its integrating factor. Now for the second term, here compare this second term with this term, x to the power alpha 2 y to the power beta 2 in bracket m2 y dx plus n2 x dy, which is equal to 0. So alpha 2 is 0, x to the power alpha 2, x to the power 0, so alpha 2 is 0, beta 2 is 1, m2 is 1 and n2 is minus 1. So this alpha 2 is 0, beta 2 is 1, m2 is 1, n2 is minus 1, and hence x to the power k1 m2 minus 1 minus alpha 2 y raised to k1 n2 minus 1 minus beta 2, that is m2 means 1, so x to the power k1 minus 1, what is alpha 2? 0, so k1 minus 1, x to the power k1 minus 1. What about y raised to n2 is minus 1, so minus minus, here value of n2 is minus, so here minus k1, y raised to minus k1 minus 1. What about beta 2? Beta 2 is 1, so y raised to minus k1 minus 2. This is an integrating factor for second term. So these factors are same if 2k minus 3, that means this 2k minus 3, which is equal to k1 minus 1, and 2k minus 1, which is equal to minus k1 minus 2. 2k which is equal to k1, this minus 3 goes to the another side, the plus 3, so here remaining is plus 2. So 2k is equal to k1 plus 2, and 2k is equal to this minus 1 goes to the another side, minus k1 minus 1, so minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1. So 2k is equal to minus 1 minus minus k1 minus 1, as well as alpha 2, beta 2, m2, n2 to constant. Hence k is equal to k1 by 2 plus 1 and 2k1 is equal to minus 3, that is k1 is equal to minus 3 by 2. So this value k1 is substituted in this equation. So k is equal to minus 3 by 2 divided by 2 plus 1, which is equal to minus 3 by 4 plus 1, which is equal to minus 3 plus 4 divided by 4, that means 1 by 4, that is k is equal to 1 by 4. So value of k is 1 by 4 and value of k1 is minus 3 by 2. When we verify the integrating factor which is of x to the power x to the power x to the power x to the power 2k minus 3 and y raised to 2k minus 1. So value of k is 1 by 4, so that is equal to x to the power, when we substitute here 1 by 4, So 2 cancel, 1 by 2 minus 3, y raised to 1 by 2 minus 1. So that is equal to x to the power minus 5 by 2, y raised to minus 1 by 2. So that means integrating factor for first term is this, and for second term, x to the power k1 minus 1, y raised to minus k1 minus 2. So that is equal to, value of k1 is x to the power minus 3 by 2 minus 1, y raised to minus minus plus 3 by 2 minus 2. So that is equal to x to the power minus 3 minus 2 means minus 5 by 2. Y raised to 3 by 2 minus 2 means minus 1 by 2. So for second term is also the same integrating factor. So that's why x to the power minus 5 by 2 and y raised to minus 1 by 2 is common integrating factor for both terms. Hence, multiplying the given equation 1 by this factor, comma, we get exact form. X to the power minus 5 by 2, y raised to minus 1 by 2, in bracket y square plus 2x square y, outside the bracket dx, plus x to the power minus 5 by 2, y raised to minus 1 by 2, in bracket 2x cube minus xy, outside the bracket dy, which is equal to 0. When we multiply each and every term with this integrating factor, so here y raised to minus 1 by 2, y raised to 2, x raised to minus 5 by 2 as usual, y raised to minus 1 by 2 plus 2. So it means y raised to 3 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 plus 2 means y raised to 3 by 2 plus 2 times x raised to minus 5 by 2 plus 2. That means x raised to minus 1 by 2. And y raised to minus 1 by 2, y raised to 1 means y raised to 1 by 2. So this is in one bracket dx, plus here x to the power minus 5 by 2 plus 3 minus 5 plus 6 means 1 by 2, x to the power 1 by 2, y raised to minus 1 by 2 as usual, minus x to the power minus 5 by 2 and x to the power 1 minus 5 by 2 plus 1 means x to the power minus 3 by 2, and y raised to minus 1 by 2 and y raised to 1 means y raised to 1 by 2. Bracket complete, close, outside the bracket dy, which is equal to 0. Hence the general solution of which is integral in bracket x to the power minus 5 by 2 into y raised to 3 by 2 plus 2 times x raised to minus 1 by 2, y raised to 1 by 2, bracket complete dx, because we know that the value of m with respect to x, integrating m dx, this form is nothing but m dx plus n dy, which is equal to 0. So general solution of which is it? Integral m dx with respect to x, keeping y as a constant. So first term as usual, plus in a second term integral g of y dy, but g of y means what? Those value in n which does not involve x. So here x is present, here x is present, so this is value 0. So that is equal to constant. Integration of this, keeping y as a constant, x to the power minus 5 by 2, x to the power minus 5 by 2 plus 1 means x to the power minus 3 by 2 divided by minus 3 by 2, y raised to 3 by 2, plus 2, x to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 means x to the power 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, y keeping constant, that's why y raised to 1 by 2 as usual, that is equal to constant. This 2 and this 2 cancel, or multiplying 1 by 2, 2 cancel, which is equal to constant. So remaining is x to the power minus 3 by 2, y raised to 3 by 2 divided by minus 3, plus 2, this x to the power 1 by 2, y raised to 1 by 2 can be written as under root xy, which is equal to constant. When cross multiplied this minus 3 here, so 6 minus here 3 multiplied to 6 under root xy minus x to the power minus 3 by 2 y raised to 3 by 2 which is equal to constant, and suppose C say, and hence 6 under root xy minus x to the power minus 3 by 2 y raised to 3 by 2 is equal to constant C, which is the required solution. Thank you.